What is going on, guys? It's your boy Jacob here with FaZe Teeqo. We are back with a brand new video, and I've wanted to make this video for a long time, but I've honestly changed setup so many times. I've changed position, I've changed everything. I just couldn't really make up my mind, but I feel like the setup I have right now, I love the way it's looking, and I can't wait to show you guys my equipment, my setup, what I'm using, why I'm using it, and different in-game settings, my sensitivity. If you guys enjoyed the video, make sure to subscribe and help me reach 2 million. We're getting really close. I think we're around 100,000 left, so if you want to help your boy out, reach 2 million.
1, 2, 3.
So, as you guys know, myself and FaZe Clan are sponsored by SteelSeries. Starting off with my mouse, I have the SteelSeries Rival 600. I used to play with the Rival 300, which is the previous version of this one. Pretty much 3 or 4 years. All my years playing CS, all my videos when I played CS were pretty much using the SteelSeries Rival 300. Finally got the upgrade, the 600 version, which is really cool. You can basically take the sides off and you can add or remove weight if you want your mouse lighter, heavier, etc. Some people like it very light, some people like a heavier mouse. The SteelSeries Arctics, very, very comfy. You can have it on for a very long time. They are noise canceling, but they're still comfy and they're not pushing, so 10 out of 10 would recommend. Keyboard, SteelSeries Apex, and no, my keyboard is not short. I do actually have the gaming or the tournament edition as it's normally called. Apex is a pretty fitting name. I do not have the number pad here, about this much shorter. Shout out Elgato for sending me their stream deck. Still haven't used it yet. Whenever I get fully into streaming, I'm definitely gonna be using this. So you can bind any of these buttons to pretty much whatever you want. So let's say I'm live streaming, we're playing CS, and I want to put on like a full screen, full cam within the games. Bam, I press one button and it's just like the camera, not the gameplay. In between games, I want to check out Twitch, I want to check out YouTube because I want to show you guys this funny video or, you know, anything. I press that. This is awesome if you're trying to live stream and make it a lot easier for you while playing, while talking, while reading chat, while doing all these things and still trying to maintain a high quality stream and high quality gameplay. This will help you out a lot. I don't know if I've ever really talked about this, but shout out to my man Eric for creating this wall piece. I absolutely love it. I think it's a cool addition to my little corner, or my little setup area back here. It probably looks disgusting now with like the ring light, by the way. So I decided to cop this Asus 240 Hz 24.5 inch monitor. I absolutely love it. Quality is insane, super smooth, great colors. I love it. The size is perfect, good design. Went down from 27, which is to some people too big for a gaming monitor. I didn't mind it, but I do prefer 24.5 inch monitors. So if I can have any kind of impact, if you are looking for a monitor at this moment or maybe in the future, buy at least 144 Hz, 1 millisecond response time, of course, in like the 24-25 range, and I can almost guarantee that you're gonna be happy with what you're receiving, especially if you come from like a 60 Hz, a little bit older monitor. Going up those extra hertz to 144 Hz is an incredible difference. I feel like some of you guys are gonna ask about this, so I'm just gonna address it right now. Is the 144 Hz to 240 Hz switch necessary or worth it? And in my opinion, it was, because I went down in size. I wanted a smaller monitor and I wanted a newer monitor with just higher quality, better screen in general, not just the hertz, but just like quality wise monitor. So for me, it was an upgrade. But if you have an amazing monitor right now, if you have 144 hertz right now, if you have a good monitor right now, I would not spend the extra money for a 240 hertz monitor. Wait. Give it like another year or so. My second monitor, a regular BenQ, I think it's a 60 hertz. This is basically just what I have for like Spotify when I'm gaming or chat when I'm streaming, or, you know, second monitor for editing or whatever I do. Ridiculous PC. I put it up on a table because, yeah, I wanted to show off. This is my gaming setup. This is my gaming corner. Let me know what you guys think. Now I'm gonna hop into Fortnite and I'm gonna hop into Counter-Strike and I'm gonna show you guys all of my settings, all of my keybinds. When it comes to sensitivity, when it comes to resolution, when it comes to all these things, at the end of the day, it is down to personal preference. If you're new to gaming or new to a video game, you can of course check out a certain person's settings, because if it's a very good player, they might have something in their range. But I wouldn't copy and paste. I would maybe see what people have and maybe pick something around that area that you are comfortable with yourself. Fortnite is probably one of the most discussed games as far as keybinds, what to use, what to not use, what's better, what's this, what's that. A lot of people change, a lot of people trying to like always improve, always talking about that there's room for improvements. People even changing playstyles completely with their keyboards. And I'm happy because people are finally realizing that it's not bad playing with your keyboard like this, especially now for a game like Fortnite. I've done the same technique in CS for years and years and years. This isn't necessarily the comfiest position or the most natural position for your hand. This is, for me, This is what I'm using. No, it doesn't look cooler or anything. Alright, so let's start off with my video settings. So I play full screen, 1920, 1080, 69. I do not do stretch in Fortnite. I'm not gonna try it. 1920, 1080, 69, 240 frames per second. As you guys know, I have a 240 hertz monitor, so I lock it at 240 frames per second. I play on 3D resolution 100%, epic off, epic low. And I have VSync off, I have motion blur off, show FPS on. My mouse sensitivity is 0.08. I play on 800 DPI. I have my scope sensitivity to 80, so I lowered it a little bit. I play on 0.64 brightness. All right, so over to my keybind. Oh my God! What a save! Holy sh! Well, over to my Fortnite keybinds. As you guys know, from pretty much every single FPS game I play, I jump on scroll wheel. Always scroll wheel up. I do it in CS. I've done it in CS since I played 1.6. I did it when I played Overwatch. I did it when I played Black. Like, I pretty much do it in every single FPS game on PC. I jump on scroll wheel. But I wanted to mention that in this game, I actually use spacebar as well. Because sometimes when I'm building, I use spacebar for jumping. Over to my builds. I have wall on F. I have floor on Q. I have stairs on my mouse right here. I have roof on my V. And then on T, I have traps and bouncers. If they were still available in the game, I actually missed them a lot. So can you please bring the bouncers back? But yeah, traps I have on T. Building edit I have on G. Now over to something a little bit more interesting. Counter-Strike. I play on 4.3, as you guys know, which is the stretch version. You've probably seen a couple of people do it in Fortnite. You've definitely seen people do it in CS. Normally, the highest resolution that's available right off the bat is the 1280 1024. But as you can see, I have a 1440 1081, which you can create really easy by going NVIDIA control panel, go to change resolution, and then you want to go to customize, and then you want to go to create custom resolution, and then you type in 1440 1080, and then you test it, and then you save it, and then you can go back to the 1920 1081, restart CS, go back into CS, and you will see a 1440 1080, which means that your CS will be stretched, but it will still be a very high quality, and it's not going to be super stretched. But in my opinion, it's the best of both worlds because you get the stretch feeling, which I love playing on, but you still maintain a pretty high quality, and it makes it, I hope, good enough quality for you guys to watch and enjoy the content. These settings here I haven't really changed too much. I did change the shadow quality because I just never really used that in any game, to be honest. And then high, very high, enable, 2x, enable, 2x, disable. Half of this stuff I don't really know exactly what it does, like the 2x enable. I just kind of turned it down a little bit because I feel like might as well turn it down, boost some FPS a little bit. Alright, so over to my keyboard and mouse settings. Again, 800 DPI. If you ever hear about me, you can always know I have 800 DPI. Any game I play, 800 DPI. Mouse sensitivity is 0.96, which is actually a little bit faster than I used to play on CS. My zoom sensitivity is 0.93, so a tiny bit slower. I have raw input on. I cannot remember if I'm supposed to have it on or off, so if someone in the comment section want to confirm that, please let me know. Thank you. Mouse acceleration obviously off, and my settings are nothing too crazy. I do jump on mouse wheel, as I said before. The last two things I'm going to show you guys in CSGO in my settings is view model and my crosshair settings. The easiest way to change your view model or crosshair is, in my opinion, downloading the workshop maps or subscribing to them, the Crash view model and the Crash crosshair. I have my own one. I was actually surprised that they still have mine up there because I think they added my crosshair on this one probably like 3 years ago. So here are all the teams. You can see FaZe here if you want to play with Nikos, Olafs, Reigns, Tariq, you know, all these people, all these pros. Crosshair I'm currently using is the one to the right here. If you want to check it out, try it out. Maybe even use this as your base and then customize it, changes. Maybe you want a different color, maybe you want it bigger, maybe you want it smaller, maybe you want a gap, maybe you want an outline. To make it for your personal preference, as I'm talking about a lot, because that's what it comes down to. Last but not least, I'm going to show you guys my view model. Pretty similar to the Crosshair one where you basically have a lot of options to change. If you want it more forward, on the sides, I'm not going to mess up with mine too much, but as you guys can see, my view model, field of view 68, 2.50, 1.50, and 1. I'm not saying these are the best view model settings because I haven't played for a while, but these are what I got comfortable with now, and I feel like they're kind of similar to what I had before. Plenty of presets to use from, plenty of options to change your preset, or if you're going to start from completely scratch and literally just customize it yourself, you can do that as well, obviously, but if you want to change your view model, I would recommend going in here. Again, presets, and just try different things out, see what it looks like. If you don't feel comfortable using the console, of course, because if you know certain settings and numbers, maybe it's easier for you to just put it in there. But if not, again, I would recommend the workshop map. I feel like I've went over pretty much everything. If I missed something, I apologize for that. And if you have any more questions about this, or if you have any more questions about certain settings, there was something I missed, or there's something you didn't really understand, really just any question in general, I'm going to be reading and replying to a lot of the comments. So again, if you have any good questions, or if you have anything that you're wondering about, or second guessing about settings, I'm not the best at it, but if I can help, I will happily do so. Also, your boy is getting pretty close to 2 million subscribers. So if you're new to this channel, feel free to subscribe. Drop a like on this video if you enjoyed, and let me know if you want to see that CS video with Olaf. Anyways, guys, this has been your boy Jacob, or FaZe Teeqo. I'll be back for a brand new video tomorrow. Thank you. I love you. FaZe up.